Hey, this is Jim Griffith, and you're watching Our Storied Desert Land. I've been talking about sand trout in an earlier thing. Left out a couple of details. One absolutely vital detail, that this whole thing is in the past. There are no more sand trout. They all drowned in the floods of 1983. The purpose of this story, this kind of story, which is sometimes called a windy, is to hook people into believing that it's true. I told you about telling this story in a very old-fashioned kind of way, in a gathering of people with a stranger there, and we trolled for the stranger and he bit. Then we piled detail upon detail upon detail until he finally realized that he was being had. But this is the 21st century, and there are other ways in which to tell these stories. I was given a printout a while back of a conversation on a Southwest chat room or something, and one of the contributors gave a wonderful reminiscence of how he used to be a graduate student at the University of Arizona. They would go out and set up mist nets to catch bats, to band them. And sitting there by the dry stream, waiting for bats to get into the nets, and hearing the slap, slap, slap of the sand trout landing on the sand after they jumped up to catch night-flying bugs, was a memory that would always stick with him. Somebody else chimed in and said, well, those weren't really Santa Cruz sand trout, they were mountain gravel trouts. And so this got into this discussion, and other people chimed in with other wonderful reminiscences. And finally, after they'd trolled for quite a while, they caught a sucker. Because the next to last entry said, gee, I've never heard of sand trout. This is fascinating. You guys know so much about our desert animals that I've never heard of. Where can I go to find more? And the very last entry in the conversation was, you might try a book called Legends of the Southwest. And so here's this very old game being played on a brand new medium. Ain't folklore fun?